Hello, friends. How are you doing? I hope you are doing good wherever you are. So, welcome to this live broadcast where we feel free to share as brethren, as family. And I have some important thing to pass across us today. I want us to, consider it. I want you to consider it with me. So, you're welcome. And I want you to feel free to share with me, as I feel free also to share with you. Remember, I don't know everything. Likewise, you. None of us is almighty. We are mighty, but we are not almighty. So, when we bring our strength, our might together, then we can do the work of Almighty as we become Almighty. As Igwebike, unity is power, unity is strength. United we stand. So I want to ask you with this topic, what type of creature are you? What type of creature are you? So you're supposed to know that you are a creature that your parents created. Not any imaginary God created you. No. Saying that one Almighty God created you is like just saying that one man or one woman have a child. It is impossible. If there is a God, there is goddess. It can be the other way around. There can be only one God and there can be only one goddess. There must be God and goddess for them to reproduce after their kind. Just as your God and your goddess, being your parents, your mother and father, created you. When your father deposited that sperm in your mother, you were created, formed in your mother's womb by what is in her already, not any God doing that. God does not make any woman pregnant. Invisible God. It takes a visible God to make a woman pregnant, and that visible God happened to be your father. Nobody can fight this fact successfully. You can prove that. You can get a woman right now as we speak, have sex with her, intercourse with her, and she get pregnant. That is the only way you can reproduce another human being. That is only way you can create another human being. No prayer can do that. No invisible God can do that. You are a creature of your parents. Your parents brought you forth, not any God. But religion made us believe that no, it is God that gave us to our parents. If God is the one that gives children, your mother wouldn't have lay with your father to have you. If God gives children, a man will not need any woman to have his own children. If God gives children, a woman will not need any God. A woman will not need any man to have her own children. But it's the natural order that a man and a woman, male and female, have to have intercourse to reproduce, to procreate, to have to produce after their kind. So, but when you believe the lie that religion taught us, that God said to another God, who and all of them are he, and they happen, some believe there are three gods, and one God said to the other he gods, like in homosexuality, let us make man in our own image, after our own likeness. Think about it, for you to see how silly that is. But you see, for many years, thousands of years, many has been deceived with that simple lie, that because they were forced, because had it been they came preaching it, people would have asked questions, but they didn't come preaching it. They came forcing people to accept it before preaching it. So it was force before faith. They used force, military force, before they introduced the faith. So today, because you don't see the military force anymore, you see faith. You think, oh, you just believe in Jesus because you believe. Nobody forced you to believe in Jesus. You didn't know the genesis of it. You didn't know the beginning of it. It came as a result of force. slavery. They force people. You must believe. If you don't believe in this, you are dead. They kill people for that. Wipe out the whole community because of forcing their faith in people. That's why when they tell you Jesus, only Jesus can save you. Of course, when they brought terror in the land and they put that good ship Jesus at the shore, that if you want to be saved, go in there. Because they're gonna take you by force, whether you like it or so. You don't want to be forced. I mean, you don't want to be killed. You don't want to see them kill you. I mean, see them kill you in front of your family. It's okay. Let me go. Especially the husband, the man. This is the evil they were doing to our ancestors, forcing them to accept the lie of religion, that there is one God above all. Why even in their book, it said there are many gods, but one God chose the people, telling them to only obey him, only fear him. But there are many gods. He said, you shall not have other gods beside me. Which show you there are many gods. But because people made up that story, they decided to create that God and that people. And they are as evil as the God they created. And that God is as evil as they are. And that's why they brought that untold evil on our people, forcing them to accept that religion. But you're supposed to know that you are a creature of your parents. Your parents are God and goddesses. God is not the one that made you. Your parents made you. We have been believing that lie about God. It's time we wake up. How can you, a man that is married and have children, still believe that God is one that is making children? God is one that is giving you ability to have children? No, it's not God. It is you. You are the one that laid with that your wife and she put to bed. Yet when your wife deliver, what do we say? God has given us another child. Which God? You have not seen that God. Here you believe he's the one giving you what? He's not giving you anything. You are the one making it happen. When you want to have a child, you look for a woman and you lay with her. Then both of you have that child. No man by himself can have a child. No woman by himself can have a child. It has to be two of them. And this applies in everything. You cannot live alone and procreate. You cannot. You have to find that opposite sex. Same sex can never reproduce. They can never enjoy even relationship. It is by force and it's awkward. It is evil. It is not the normal way to go. So think about it. What type of creature are you? What type of person are you? I'm supposed to use person, but we are consumed with that concept of creation and creator. Who is your creator? You can't see your creator, yet you believe your creator exists. It's either your creator does not exist or he's dead. But me, I can see my creators. I don't have one creator. I have two creators. None of us have one creator. None of us have, unless maybe your father died or your mother died, or maybe both of them died. But if they're still alive, you have two creators in your life, your father and your mother. But if you have one, you have one. But it's gonna be either God or goddess. But it was two of them, or it were two of them that gave back to you. Not any other way around. Anything religion taught us is a lie. They lie to us about everything. And it's time we begin to search. We begin to ask questions to know the whole truth about everything. It is possible. Because you're supposed to be a creature, a person that is not an easy target. Our ancestors weren't easy target. That's why they were invaded and enslaved. The enslavers, or those evil people, they went and made a plan to attack and enslave our ancestors. Our ancestors weren't easy target. So you're supposed to be like your ancestors, but don't be too nice like them, because our ancestors were too nice. They were too hospitable. So they were too nice to the strangers. Welcoming strangers, and then the strangers took advantage of them. But now we know better. Now we are knowing the truth. Don't be an easy target. Don't let anyone that comes attack you survive. No, don't let the serpent that bite you live to bite another person. Deal with it. Deal with it. Don't turn the other cheek. Don't pray for evil person. Resist evil person. But religion tell you, no, don't pray, don't resist them. Love your enemies. Don't love your enemies. Show your enemies that they are wrong and ask them to stop it. If they don't stop, you deal with them as it's supposed to. If they come for war, give them war. If they come for peace, give them peace. But don't sleep with your two eyes closed anymore. Our ancestors went to bed with their two eyes closed and they robbed them. They dealt with them. They bled blood and died. Let us not sleep like our ancestors. Let us sleep with our one eyes closed so that we can use the other one to observe our enemies, our strangers, our guests, our visitors. We're supposed to be alert so that we won't repeat the ugly history about our ancestors. You're also supposed to be a creature that give no room to fear. Fear is when you're talking about eternal punishment, that is fear. Fear brings eternal punishment. Fear will torment you so long you entertain it. So stop entertaining fear. Fear comes. I used to preach it that fear is the first ambassador that is Satan sent, because I used to believe Satan existed, but he never existed. But fear do exist. Every one of us, we have, sometimes we have fear. Fear of unknown, fear of whatever, but don't entertain it. The fear will come. You may get up from your sleep, maybe you had a nightmare, you become afraid. Don't entertain it. Know how to turn your nightmares into good dreams. Know how to turn them into good outcome. Of course, you see yourself suffering the dream. Don't let it happen in the reality, because you are a God. You have the power and the will to change your nightmares and to fulfill your dreams. So, also, don't let them defeat you. They will always come to fight you in many ways. Don't let them defeat you. You will let them defeat you when you lay down your guard. You will let them defeat you when you become too nice to them. They will defeat you. When you say, okay, we disagree to agree, they will kill you. How many, you see how people, how they kill many people, like back home, when it comes to, maybe they say they poison you, you went to somebody, they poison you, you have issue with somebody, and the person just come and lie to you, say, you know what, okay, let us just forgive and forget, for Christ's sake, this. You forget what happened, why you took the decision you take, and the person found out you didn't give into his silliness or her silliness, then she went and prepared, come to ask you for forgiveness and forgetfulness, and you accept that, then the person poison you. Many innocent souls has been killed like that in our villages, in our towns, in our countries. It happened in politics also. Yeah, they tell you, don't worry, let's bygone be bygone. Okay. You say, okay, they poison your drink, they poison your tea, or they shoot you to death. But you have to know, don't let them defeat you. Let them not defeat you. Be a bold creature. Be a creature that is wise. Let your boldness instill fear in your enemies. Let your boldness instill fear in your enemies. Don't let them deceive you or make you water yourself down with the nonsense. Practice what you preach. For many years, I've been saying that on Facebook also. People keep telling me, practice what you preach. I say, listen, you don't know what I'm preaching. You have to be close to me to know if I'm practicing what I'm preaching or not. I practice what I preach. I don't practice what you want me to preach. I don't practice what you think I am preaching. I don't practice what you think people are supposed to be preaching. No, I practice what I preach. So you're supposed to ask me what I preach, then you know what I am practicing. If you don't know what I am preaching, you will think I am not practicing what I am preaching. Or you will want me to practice what you think I should be preaching. So let your boldness instill fear in those who are coming after you. Let them know that the worst mistake they make is thinking that you are weak, thinking that they can take advantage of you, thinking that because they succeeded yesterday, they will succeed today again and tomorrow. No, let them know that although they may fight with you, but they will not like the struggle. That's the warning I always give to anyone that comes to struggle with me. I say, listen, or to fight with me. I say, listen, you won't like the struggle. Whether I beat you or not, you won't like the struggle. In other words, you won't let it repeat tomorrow. If they ask you to go after me again, you will say, no, leave that guy alone. So let your boldness instill fear in your enemies. Be that bold creature. You were born to be bold, not to be timid. You are born to be bold. Don't be a wheel in people's hand. You know, the steering wheel. He has no power. He has no mind of his own. Anyone can enter the car and turn the wheel around. Don't be like that in people's hand. And that's how many people are in the hands of all these prophets, apostles, pope, bishops, pastors, evangelists, teachers, spiritual leaders, imams, whatever title they have in their religion. You just surrender your life to them. They ask you, give your life to Jesus. You surrender your life to Jesus, you have not sinned. And a man like you or a woman like you begin to control your life, telling you how to treat your wife or your husband, telling you how to treat your family members, telling you how to live your life, telling you how to run your business. What happened to your own brain? You are not a steering wheel. You have the mind of your own to think for yourself. If you are a married man and you are not controlling your own family, your manhood is nonsense. You are just a boy in man's clothing. Of course, anyone can impregnate a woman. That doesn't make you a man. Let us see how your family is. How do you control your family? Are you controlling your family or your family is controlling you? And you are claiming to be a man. A man is the one that have left his parents and cleave to his wife to run his own family. Not a man that is hanging, put one leg in his parents' family and put other leg in his own family. That man is divided and everything about him is divided. But if you're a man that is not a wheel in people's hand, nobody can turn you anywhere they want. You go where you want to go. You decide what happened, whether right or wrong. And that's how it's supposed to be. You are a creature with his own mind to think for himself. And you're supposed to know that you shouldn't be limited to know something because all the knowledge in the world belongs to all of us. You don't know something because you don't want to know it. Anything you want to know, you will know. So you are the one that is limiting yourself, not any God, not any Satan, not anyone. Don't blame anyone if you don't know something. If you don't know something, learn. That is the essence of asking questions or studying, doing research, listening to people. That's why you want to gain knowledge. I made a post earlier. It is easier for you to believe. Especially when there is lying signs, it is easier for you to believe than for you to seek knowledge of truth. Because it will cost you a lot to know the truth. It will cost you a lot. Your time, your life, sometimes your money also. Of course. If I don't pay to be online, I won't be here doing this. It's not free of charge. Because the world is wicked, although it's supposed to be free of charge. But if you want to know something, go ahead and do something. Don't limit yourself. Don't kill yourself because you fail. Keep going. Keep trying. You will succeed because you are a creature endowed naturally with mind and the power to make things happen. You are a God. And also you are a creature born to live in unity, light, and have light and peace with others. Religion is against unity, but we were born to be united. That's why it's called family. We come together. We family join each other, agreeing with each other, saying this is what we will do. But religion don't want you to be united, because once you're united, you will kick out religion. That's why we are divided, especially in Africa. Religion. This one says a Muslim, this one says a Christian, and you are talking about African unity. You can never have African unity when Christianity and Islam are the major religions in Africa. For us to have African unity, we have to restore African power. Doing things African way. That is the only way we can have it. But you may say, oh, many years have gone, I don't think it's possible. Let it start with you. Let it start with me. Unite yourself. Unite with your siblings. Start with people around you. Begin to unite. Don't rush it. Don't worry. With time. Because this disunity has been in place for many years. It's not, the unity will not happen overnight. Give it time. But no, you have to value unity. You have to value light, knowledge, gaining light. You have to value it, and you have to value peace. Why is it the world is full of religious people and religious leaders, yet there is no peace? Every Sunday they are praying for peace in churches. Every Saturday they are praying for peace in synagogues. Every Friday they are praying for peace in mosque. Where is peace? They say their God is God of peace. They say Jesus is the Prince of Peace. Where is that peace? Where is that peace? So because their God or their Jesus bring discrimination, he's saying in the world you will have tribulation, but in him you will have peace. In other words, without him, you won't have peace. Then show me how many Christians that have peace in this world. They don't. But they believe they have peace in Christ. Where is Christ? They haven't seen. They don't know. All they know is in heaven. Which heaven? Third heaven. Have you been to third heaven? No, the book said that. Only the book says. And you believe that. If somebody in the book witnessed that, you have to go also. And if that heaven exists, what are you still doing on earth? You are doing your business. What else are you doing on the earth? You're not going, maybe you are not even living as somebody that is about to leave the earth, that believe there is heaven where he's going. You're still afraid of dying. You're praying against death. You're praying against evil happening to you. But your book also said that your God brings evil. Why are you praying against evil? Value unity, value light, value peace. And also you're supposed to be dwelling on your strength. Don't mind that they'll be pointing you at your weakness. They'll be saying, see your weakness, see your effort, see all that. Don't mind them. Dwell on your strength. Build on your strength. Be strong. Don't mind their opinions. Their opinion will pin you down. Immediately you mind them. When you listen to them, their opinion will pin you down. You can't soar anymore. You can't fly anymore. You can't run anymore. You can't walk anymore because you listen to them. You have to dwell on your strength and stand firm regardless. It's true, you made a mistake in the past, or even the last second past, you made that mistake, that's gone. Build on your strength. You can do better. You can live better. You can speak better. You can imagine better. You can create better things in this world, but they don't want you to do that. Also, you have to learn how to encourage yourself. You are a creature with inbuilt strength to encourage yourself when other people are discouraging you, when other circumstances around you is discouraging you. Learn to encourage yourself. Encourage yourself in yourself. Not in the Lord you cannot see. Not in religion that does not benefit you or anything. Encourage yourself in yourself and reach out for your dreams. The dreams you want to achieve, the things you want to do, reach out to them and begin to see them come to pass. You have dream of traveling, keep doing what you are doing. Don't kill yourself. You may not walk now, you may walk later. Sometimes things don't happen until you try them many times. So don't give up to make your dream come to pass. But your dream is supposed to be what works for you. Not trying to be like other people. You keep trying to be like other people, you will keep living a fake life. Life you will sometimes regret ever living. So let nothing intimidate you, because you're supposed to be insurmountable. You are insurmountable. Don't let them don't let them overcome you. Don't let things overcome you. Let nothing intimidate you. Don't let the success of others intimidate you. Don't let that. It's easier, it happens. It is easier for other people's success intimidate you. You begin to see yourself as a failure. You say, I went to school with this person. See, he married, he had children, he got cars, he got houses, he got everything. Everything is working for him. But see me, and I am more religious than him. I am more educated than him. I am more handsome than him. I'm stronger than him. Why is it not working for me? Then you begin to believe their silly nonsense, that there is somebody working against you. Your ancestors are the one working against you. You are the idol in your village is the one working against you. You need family deliverance. You need self-deliverance. You need land deliverance. All deliverance. If their deliverance works, at least they would have delivered that country so that nobody in any part of the country will need deliverance. But you see, every year they do fasting and praying to deliver their land. It's not working because you cannot depend on imaginary being and have any tangible result. You can only satisfy your religious mind, your religious conscience. Okay, I feel relieved now. I feel good now. I feel the presence of God now. Your problem remains the same. How can you feel the presence of God and your problem remain the same? How can you feel God and your problem remain the same? How can you have God in you and your problem remain the same? Because you are the God that's supposed to change that situation, but you are depending on imaginary God that people lie to you to believe. You have to let nothing intimidate you, but be insurmountable. Don't let them overcome you. Endeavor to leave great legacy. Think deep. You can do great things. Think deep. When you die or when you leave this world, what will people be remembered you for? For what? So you're supposed to leave great or good legacy behind you. Know that you are unique and not a slave of fear. You are not a creature of fear. You are a creature of power. You are a creature of love. You are a creature of wisdom. You are a creature of great things. You're supposed to be doing great things at least for yourself. Live your life. Live your life and see beyond faith and beliefs. You can't live your life by faith. You can't live your life by believing. You live your life by seeing beyond faith and beliefs, by knowledge. It is by knowledge you can rule. It is by knowledge you can do anything meaningful in this world. You have to know. For example, if I want to be a doctor, they cannot hire me maybe because I look good to be a doctor. No. I have to show the credentials, and also they try me to see if I can do that. So it has to be proven here. You're supposed to see beyond faith and beliefs. Faith and beliefs are easier things you can have, but when it comes to knowledge, the knowledge by which you can live your life and enjoy your life, it is not that easy. You have to work for it. And if you can do this, I want you to know that you are also naturally endowed to rule over the arrogant ones with truth. You have the rod of truth in your hand. When you know the truth, you have that rod to rule over the arrogant and goon. Arrogant people. People that chose to be stupid. They know they see. You show them the truth, but they choose to be stupid. Then you can rule them. You can put them where they belong. You can show them, listen, you know better than that. And if you can do this, you will live your life well. Life is good and life is sweet. I want you to enjoy your life. Be the creature that your parents born you to be. You were created a special creature. Creature of life, creature of truth, creature of light, creature of peace, creature of unity, creature of power. How long are you going to let people running your life? How long are you going to let people telling you what to do and how they want or when they want you to do it? I want you to do your thing. When you do your thing, you'll be fulfilled. But when you are doing what they want, you will never be fulfilled. Do your thing and do good to others. Do good to yourself and do good to others. That is a simple way to live. Thank you for sharing. It is well with you. Peace. Love you all.